Gavin Grimm lives in religious and conservative rural Virginia, where church and football fill social calendars. Unlike the majority of boys in Gloucester, Gavin is transgender, and his adolescence has been overshadowed by a legal battle that will impact every trans student in the country.
We will not be beaten down by this administration or any.
Hey, Gavin. It's good to meet you. Over the last 2 years, Gavin has been fighting the Gloucester County School Board for the right to use the boys' restroom. It's a case that has gone all the way to the Supreme Court. But this is a role Gavin never asked for or expected. What have you sacrificed to fill this role?
This case has affected my entire family. To do what I've been doing, I've sacrificed, I'd say probably a lot. In terms of my privacy, that's one of the big ones. I've sacrificed a lot of my privacy. I hope to go to school, I want to go to college, I want to have a career eventually, and I'd eventually like to be able to move on with my life in absence of this conversation. We have a parrot over here, her name's Marvina. She was Marvin, but then she laid an egg.
I was Marvin till I laid an egg.
Come on, baby. And then my pig is in there in the bathroom. That's her bedroom.
Is she gonna come out and meet us?
Oink.
Oh my god.
Good morning. She's a good girl. Look at her tail wagging all happy.
What's her name?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. That's so cute. So Gavin has sort of quickly become an advocate on a national level. How does that feel as the mother of a teenage son?
There's been moments that it was the hardest thing I've ever been through. Because as a mom, you want to protect your children. Mm-hmm. And in this case, I can't do this for him. Right. This is really his battle.
I had transitioned the summer before my sophomore year, and when I returned to school, I approached my principal and I said, look, this is the situation. Am I going to be respected? Can I just go ahead and use the boys' room? And he said, yeah, why not? And so for like 7 weeks, that's what I did, successfully, with no incidents. There was no verbal or physical altercations. After the period of 7 weeks, there was a school board meeting called, raised allegedly by a concerned member of the community. And we were not told that essentially my genitals were going to be talked about.
To combine male and females in the same bathroom, same gym room, you are opening up a door that is going to be disastrous.
My question is, where does it end?
A young man can come up and say, I'm a girl. I need to use the ladies' rooms now. And they'd be lying through their teeth.
And until the child has sexual organs of that race, that child needs to be not mixed with the other children.
I drive a Mustang. I can put it in a garage full of Porsches. It'll never be a Porsche. It'll still be a Mustang. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I was absolutely horrified. And then, I felt naked. It was very invasive. It was humiliating. I felt totally stripped of my humanity.
When I see the little clips of it, I remember how I felt, just like someone had punched me in the stomach when I heard some of that stuff. I mean, I knew a lot of those people.
After hearing from the community, the school board voted 6-1 against Gavin using the boys' restroom.
Thank you, everyone.
Afterwards, there were a lot of changes. I remember I came into class one day and I sat down and a kid immediately picked up his things and moved across the room. People who had spoken to me before then stopped speaking to me. The level of isolation went up like tenfold. My grades went down. I struggled to maintain C's in certain classes. I got so many absences. When you can't function in school in the same capacity as your peers because of an administrative rule, you absolutely cannot succeed in the same academic way as your peers can. You don't have the same opportunities, and therefore you either can't do as well or you have to fight a lot harder to be able to do as well.
Brother, your niece, your nephew, I am not the only transgender student in Gloucester County, and I deserve the rights of every other human being. I am just a human. I am just a boy. Please consider my rights when you make your decision. Thank you very much.
After the school board made the decision that I was to be segregated from my peers, what I was not going to do is lay down and accept that I was going to be discriminated against. But I was, of course, hoping that there would be an avenue to fight back against that wasn't legal, but there just wasn't. And so that's when the decision was made to move ahead with the legal process with the ACLU.
The ACLU filed a lawsuit against the Gloucester County School Board on Gavin's behalf, arguing that Title IX, a federal law prohibiting sex discrimination by schools, protects trans students. The case climbed its way through the court system in a series of appeals that eventually ended up on the Supreme Court docket. However, justice has been delayed. In early 2017, the Trump administration rescinded an Obama-era guidance that protected trans students. And as a result, the Supreme Court dropped Gavin's case back down to a lower court, meaning that there won't be a decision until after he graduates high school.
No matter what happens, no one, not even the government, can defeat a community so full of life, color, diversity, and most importantly, love.
Amen.